And boom, here we are. This is Captain Den in the den with the boys playing a little bit of D&D, live play, and the only acting we're doing is what we probably learned when we were kids and we used to dress up like our D&D characters and run around and hit each other with sticks down at the storm drains and river bottoms. But anyways, continuing on for our adventures tonight. They are a graduating class from Vadaram's Academy for Adventurers, and the music's a little loud there. And they're on for their final. They have to go out and complete an adventure, come back alive, of course, and then they will graduate with honors, which gets them each a charter from the academy that allows them to found their own adventuring company, and pretty much any city in the realm will accept that charter and give them a discount and have notoriety and probably some stable jobs when they set up their new group. Or maybe these guys will go on and they've bonded so much together that they'll become a famous adventuring group together. You never know. On this quest, over the last 3 weeks, they traveled north up to the lands of Vandelver. They were going to help a friend of Vadaram, the Grandmaster of the Academy, is named Gunrich, who is looking for a old dwarven mine in these areas that was lost 100 or so years ago when a large marauding group of orcs washed over the area, pretty much destroyed this town and a lot of the small settlements in this area before they eventually got quelled by the Knights of Thrawn farther east. Over the last 100 or so years, the town has slowly rebuilt itself, and miners have come into the mountains around Fandalin and have been panning for gold and other precious minerals, but the area is just ripe for a large group to come in and find one of the old mines that used to be in the area and strike it rich and turn this back into a boomtown. Our great adventures were bringing up specialized supplies to help Gunrich and his 3 dwarven brothers, which you found that they had, survey and find this mine. And there was also rumors that there was an old magical anvil or something in that mine that has become a little bit more important and that maybe Vadaram have been interested in. Our adventurers came across, it looked like an old ambush, about a day and a half old, of a wrecked cart and dead horses when they were ambushed themselves. They were ambushed by a small horde of goblins, which they quickly dispatched, and they traced the goblins back to their cave, where they proceeded to go in and try to find Gunrich and another person who they thought was pulled away by these particular goblins. After wiping out the bugbear and all the goblins in these caves, they found out that Gunrich was taken to another location where the boss of this goblin clan laid, which they're still trying to find. But they did manage to rescue Sildar, and Sildar was a sergeant in the Mountain Ford militia that serves the Knights of Thrawn, and was grateful for his rescue, and he was a friend of Gunrich. Beaten to an inch of his life, you guys rescued him, finished off the rest of the goblins, and were able to retrieve their supplies and make it to Eldalen, where you guys were rewarded for bringing back the lost supplies in Sildar. Upon arriving here in the town, you found that the town has a new group kind of taking control of it, called the Red Brands, which some say may be a mercenary company, but others see them as common thugs. A couple of the business and people you talk to around town find out that these are just more of a bunch of hooligans that try to extort money and just kind of cause trouble and just are, suppressing everybody in the town. And there's a lot of fear because this town does not have its own militia, and does not have much in the way of its defense. You arrived and heard some more rumors about, these red brands, and you heard that there was a boy named Carp who had a little run-in with them a night or two ago, and you were trying to track him down. And you spoke to his halfling mother, and she reported that he's probably out playing somewhere near the green. And so you worked your way back towards the center of town when one of our crafty rogues, which would have been Darius, while they were conversing with the farmer, he snuck off because he heard some noise and found that the red bands were being rowdy at the Sleeping Giant Tap House, which is on the eastern side of town. When the party had left and were starting to work their way back towards the city center of town, Darius informed them that the red brands were getting started, fairly early in the day, noonish one, and we're having a little party there. And your group proceeded to go and question them about some of their motives and issues, which was our session last week. They're not taking happy to outsiders coming in and ruining their little party they had. A scuffle happened where you guys handedly pretty much murdered all 6 of them. Of course, the
Murder.
Yes, the word was murdered.
We meted out justice.
Yeah.
Made the town cleaner for the common folk.
Okay, so that's the way that it's being perceived by some, which is definitely our half-orcan friend who just showed up, which is Oberge Gran. And then smartly, they took the bodies out back and hid them behind the tap house. Though I think maybe if your guys' mage, Valfred the Fair, makes an intelligence roll, he could have oh no, you don't have prestidigitation. That's right. Well, one person make an intelligence roll.
Or who's intelligent?
Or a wisdom roll.
I want to know what Ymir's feeling intelligent.
Intelligent or wisdom roll. Somebody go for it right now. Who was that? That was...
There.
Ymir, okay. Ymir, you're stepping out of the tap house before you left, and you kind of slipped in some blood. You're like, oh man, maybe we should clean this up, before you guys leave.
Well, I thought we had cleaned up the bar before we left.
You repaired the bar. See, your wizard has the ability to mend broken items, but unfortunately, he doesn't have the ability to clean up spilled blood.
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought the whole thing was we spent hours just bringing that place up to snuff.
Yeah,
I doubt that
we
would leave blood on. I doubt that we would leave blood on the floor.
This is on the porch outside where you had the body stacked for a couple
outside.
hours.
Okay.
And then you guys went outside and realized that, oh boy, we better move these and hide them behind the bar.
We just smeared dirt all over it.
All right, that's all I wanted to hear. Good job. So
we didn't. Yeah, just
gonna make a survival roll there.
Survival, huh?
Yeah.
Oh heavens.
Excellent.
All right.
Man, you lay out some dirt. It soaks up the blood. You get some of the straw. You smush it around. You guys spend 10 minutes, and unless somebody really, really goes there and inspects it, they're not going to know. And through the day of you guys doing these repairs and searching the body for a couple hours, you didn't see any red bands come this direction. So, pretty sure that they may not even know what happened at this point.
Somebody might suspect something's up because it looks so clean compared to normal. You might want to dirty it up a little bit.
Well, it doesn't look clean. You guys basically put dirt and all kinds of stuff on it. You didn't go and wash it or anything.
At least we can be settled with the fact that the inside of the bar is spotless.
Yeah, the inside of the bar looks, you guys pretty much repaired everything and fixed it. That's what most of the time was spent on. So it's now kind of late in the afternoon, And I'm sorry, my bad. Let me do a quick introduction of our cast and players tonight. Do you guys want to use your names tonight, or do you not care?
I don't care.
All right. Well,
Doesn't
we'll
matter
start
to me.
off with your de facto leader, and probably one of the most handsome men there, Darius.
Hi.
Right. Good enough. Then we have Harv, who was a captured goblin that Ymira's befriended, and who he's feeding.
He's no longer
cheese.
my pet. He's my ward now.
He's your ward. Yeah, I would say so. And
Dynamite.
then we have the next on the list would be Jet.
Yes, seafaring rogue, adventuring on land, bar hopping.
There you go. And then next we have Crumb.
Rum. Tiefling, also bar hopping.
And a paladin at that, too.
Paladin at that.
Next we
And
have...
always horny.
Yeah, and then, of course, the one speaking up is Auberge Grand, our...
Quarterstaff, set, kill.
Our half-orc monk. And then we have Welford the Fair.
Alfred, wizard at large, roaming the countryside, looking for adventure.
And last but not least, we have Ymir Woodguard.
Ah, yes. I will bring the gods to the heathens of the world.
And he is our dwarven paladin. All right, so you guys probably figure you have probably about 3 o'clock, about 2 to 3 hours left of sunlight before it starts. The sun starts really going down, and you guys are now out in front of the Stonehill Inn as you walk your way back down the street. And what are you guys gonna do?
We're gonna meet the barkeep over at the bar.
Does anybody need
I
any
think-
refreshers or anything from last week?
Well, we were gonna
Doing
go.
pretty good.
We were gonna go look for Sildar. I call.
Sildar, if we see carp anywhere.
Yeah.
Why don't you make a perception roll, Jet?
Nope.
Absolutely not.
I don't think he exists.
Okay, well, you guys walk out to the green, and it looks like Jet looks really distracted. But you see a bunch of kids kind of like goofing around here on the green, and they're playing tag and having fun and causing a little bit of mischief. It looks like they're, hitting each other with sticks and laughing and just totally goofing off.
So who wants to do the stranger danger thing and go up to a group of kids as complete strangers?
Well, I think Darius is. He's got the height.
Non-threatening.
He's got the height.
Why? Because I'm short?
No, you fit.
You're-
You're not intimidating to a child because.
Oh, I can intimidate a
yeah,
child.
oh.
Don't...
I'm sure you
Want to
can.
see me?
I can go!
Maybe he'll like my horses.
I like children! He has this weird, wicked look and gleam in his eye when he says that. Harv does.
Shovel.
Arf, maybe next
Should've-
time.
We should have killed it with a shovel.
All right, what do you do?
Let's send the halfling.
To do what?
Check out to see if one of those kids is our kid. We're looking
Go
for.
find carp.
Carp.
Because
Are we-
once they see a grown-ups coming up, they're just all gonna quiet up and shut down. And
Why are we looking
give
for
us
carp
anything.
again?
He knows the entrance to that cave.
Ah.
Remember the cave entrance?
That
No, I
human
missed that session.
tip
Oh,
I found. Is Pip
All right,
out?
I'll go approach the kids.
Okay, so you're going by yourself?
I guess so. Because everybody
And-
else is too scary.
Yeah, we'll stay back and keep an eye out for him.
I mean, their clothes would fit you too if you did decide to murder.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so you head back across the green. Everybody else is going to loiter out in front of the tavern. Then.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Keep an eye out for red brands, or if we see Sildar somewhere, try and wave him down.
All right. Why doesn't everybody just roll me a perception roll? Except for you, Darius. Sorry.
Oh.
Not necessary.
I can
for
see
you.
the ground.
Okay, Crumb, Wilfred, Jet. All right, Wilfred, Jet, you're kind of talking, and everybody else kind of look around. Harv looks like he wants to go into the inn. You see up here. You see that ping I just did?
Yeah.
You see two guys, and with both your keen vision, you can see that they're wearing red sashes, and
Oh.
they started to walk kind of like down towards you a little bit, and then they kind of turn around and they start walking back out of town this way.
Let's see who's near me. Party near me, minus
Well, Jet
Darius.
is right next to you.
Yeah, we're all here. but-
Darius
kinda-
is about getting over to the green right about now.
I'll try to look down and pretend I'm not keeping an eye on them, but I'm going to try to keep an eye on them, and I'll notify whoever's closest to me. I'm like, look, it's Red Brand down the street.
Yeah, we'll just watch them, see if we can see where they go.
Okay, after a few minutes, you can see that they head north out of town and then head east by that broken part of wall. They kind of vanish from your sight.
Hmm.
All right, Darius, you get onto the green and all these kids are playing around. Some of them, how tall is Darius anyways?
It's
311.
Before you
311.
get into that, I'm going to keep a keen eye on the street we just came up, on the Red Brand Tavern.
Directly east, okay. Go ahead and make one more new perception roll.
Oops, might have hit it twice by accident. My bad.
It's all right.
And they
That's
both were relatively
terrible.
horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see anything. You actually see a couple townsfolk, regular, just like, it looks like probably they're older age, probably in their like late 50s, come walking down, and they're walking towards you guys.
Well, I'm just going to keep a keen eye on that whole road.
Okay. All right, Darius. So these kids are having a great time out here, and they're playing Smack the Goblin.
I've played that.
You want to
A shovel? Are you going to say a shovel, aren't you?
make a history roll to see if you know how to play Slap the Goblin, Smack the Goblin. Nope. And you can see that there's like 4 boys and 2 girls. They're all probably between 7 and 10. And you also see let's see, who do you see? Is it Kip?
Pip?
Pip.
Pip, the
Yeah, you see
tavern
Pip.
son.
You see Pip out there who you recognize, and all the kids are surrounding him, and they're like, "You're the goblin! You're the goblin!" And they like hitting him, and he's like trying to fend him off with this stick. He's, "I'm not a goblin! I'm not a goblin! I'm a real adventurer! I'm a real adventurer!" And he's like swinging back, and they're like hitting him, and they're laughing at him. And then all of a sudden, you see this small halfling boy probably a couple inches shorter than you. He gets right up behind Pip. He's like, "Okay, Pip, that's okay. We'll fight these guys back to back." And then they really start going at it. You're about 15 feet away, and a couple of the bigger kids, bigger than Carp and Pip, start whacking them pretty hard. What do you do?
Yeah. I'll shout, "To
Roll for initiative.
battle! To battle!" I'll jump in there and join Pip and Carp.
Oh, gnarly. Okay. You gonna try to intimidate and scare the kids, or are you gonna start whacking them?
Not in a scary way, but like, just in a fun way.
Okay. And then how are you gonna defend yourself from these kids? I mean, some of them are bigger than you.
Just good old fisticuffs.
Okay, so you're gonna take the punishment. They all have sticks, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's fine.
You can either make a persuasion or a performance roll to see how well it comes
I'll do
off.
persuasion.
Yeah. Okay.
See if it goes through. There you go.
Nice. Okay, you leap into action in between the two boys from behind and come up right in between both of them. And all these other bigger kids are like, "What?" They're just like freaking out, and you're like standing with them as they're like bringing down the sticks, and they're like, and then Pip and Carp both look at you, especially Carp, and he just has these big wide eyes of excitement. Yes, drive them back. You're the goblins now. You're the goblins now.
Yeah.
And then they all start like, Pip and them start eating with sticks. But nobody's really getting, well, actually, let's see how malicious they're getting. If it's a 1, man, those kids are drawing blood. Oh, man. Oh, boy. So they start whomping the crap out of those other kids. And then they basically, after about, a round or two of that, all the other bigger kids and the girls all run off. It looked like they got a couple good bruises that you energized Carp and Pip, and they both cheer on. "Oh, cheers for Darius!" says Pip. "You're the greatest adventurer ever." They're like holding.
We're the Adventurers 3.
Yes,
I cheered for the Adventurers 3.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Hey, wow! I'm gonna tell my mom, to give you a free drink at the bar for saving us. That was Pip, by the way. So the kids are really excited. "Oh, were you adventuring today, Mr. Darius? This is my friend Carp." He's like, "Yeah, wow."
Oh,
Carp,
I've heard of you. I've heard that you are a brave and stout soul.
You're an adventurer. And he's just like dumbfounded and excited and just like these longing eyes of like looking at you like you're like a god.
That's right. I've heard you have great potential to be a future adventurer yourself.
Me? Wow! Did you hear that, Carp? I'm an adventurer too. And he looks really super excited. And as you guys are standing out in the tavern, those red bands never came back into your view. Valfred from the north, and Ymir, you never saw any coming from the east as well. And the boys are all, yeah, they're cheering, they're heading over. Look, there's the rest of the adventurers. And
Yes, Carp, perhaps you could help us out, my adventuring friends.
I'd do anything. And then all of a sudden,
Could you
oh, go ahead.
come over and talk to them? They have some questions for you.
Oh, yeah, sure. And they both come walking over to the whole group. And right at that moment, you guys see Galena, which is Stonehill, which is Pip's mom. She comes out of the front of the inn. She's like, boys, it's time for dinner. The show's gonna start soon. Come on. Yay! The boys both scream, "Come on, let's go, Darius!" And they start running towards the inn now.
All right, guys, let's go.
So they go running in past the other adventurers. And they're like, "Oh, there's the rest of them." And they're like, "Oh, hey." And she's like, "Okay, boys, get in and wash up. Y'all are dirty. And I'm going to have a talk into what you guys were doing with those sticks over there." It's like, Florence came in crying because you gave her a good welt right across the backside. And the boys are all, yeah, she has a big backside. And then they all go into the bar. And we are now going to shift maps.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, flawless transition, right?
Ah.
Is everybody on the new map? Everybody can see what's going down?
Good to go.
Yep.
To go.
And there
Yep.
I am.
Must be like a puppet show or something.
It's a magic show.
All right, well, the doors are open. And let's see. One thing about
So it's
Foundry VTT,
early-
I wish they had a little bit, better music playlist. I need like a whole mixing board of like I can like DJ this stuff. Just a little lovely background music. Go ahead and feel free to move yourselves into the bar. Harv runs in there after Pip.
I keep follow Harv in a kind of a parental sort of fashion.
You need a leash for that thing.
He comes over. Hey, Pip! He's like, hey, Harv, how's it going? And his mom's over there like,
Oh,
oh, you're getting close to that smelly goblin. He's not a smelly goblin. He's an adventurer, Mom. And she just kind of like, shakes her head and grabs him by his ear. Okay, you two young boys, get back and wash up, and it's time for dinner.
As I overhear that, I said, adventurers come in all shapes and sizes.
And smells.
and that one needs a leash.
All right, so everybody's in the bar.
We're in the bar.
So what's the plan, my friends? It's like everybody's bellied up to the bar. Believe it or not, you actually do see Sildar there. Hanging out. He has a sour
No.
look on his face.
Harv, come sit next to me next to the bar.
A typically sour face or a more sour face than when we left?
He just looks pretty depressed.
Oh. Well, friend Sildar, how fare you?
Oh, you're back. How
We
it goes?
are.
Did you enjoy your time touring around Foundelver?
It is a beautiful little town brimming with potential.
Well, I can't find my friend Inaro or Lenaro. Larno. Sorry, Larno. I'm getting the pronunciation wrong. Nobody's seen him. And nobody knows how to get to this Cragmar Keep. Or Cragmar Castle or whatever, where they took Gunrich. I hit a lot of dead ends today, so I'm not really happy.
So no idea where the keep would be, huh? Is it something the locals know about? Is it something known to them that's like, but it's a thing of legend, or just
No.
people look
nobody's-
at you with a blank stare?
Exactly. Nobody's even heard of this thing before. I've never heard of it, and though I'm not directly from here. I mean, I'm only like a week and a half days travel from Mountain Fort, but I didn't ever go vacationing and touring through the the central areas here. I'm pretty new to this land as well. This is part of it.
I suppose it would be the acme of folly to ask if there were a library or some other type of research facility in this town.
Yeah, there isn't. I spent part of the day looking through some of the records in the town master's hall and didn't find anything. I tried to find. There's a couple elves that live around here, and one of them is near the shrine of, oh, what was that shrine of? St. Helos, I think. It's hard to tell. It's pretty badly beaten up. Sister Garo, oh boy, this name is horrible. Garaele. Anybody want to try to pronounce that?
Gorilla?
Garali?
Gorilla.
Gorilla. Well, yeah. And she's an elf. She's kind of young. She's this follower of St. Helos who's trying to bring, notoriety and order to the, to the area. But, I haven't seen her all day. I'm not sure if those red brands scared her off. And there's one other guy. There's another elf who has an orchard up to the north part of town. And I can't remember what his name, but somebody told me that he was an ex-adventurer and an elf, but he wasn't home either, or not at the moment. So I need to kind of find those guys and talk to them and find out what's going on.
Do you know the story behind that decrepit mansion or structure on the hill above the town?
Yeah, I mean, that was destroyed, a long time ago when the orcs kind of came through here. I think they call it, like Krenstar Manor. That was the old family that used to run this place, but they all pretty much, when the town was completely overrun, pretty much everybody was killed here.
Well, that would seem to be a great location for a keep. I wonder if maybe the keep is, or that house was built on the ruins of the keep.
Yeah, maybe, but it'd be kind of weird if they were hiding them. A bunch of goblins and hobgoblins were hiding them here, like right under everybody's noses here in town. I mean, I think we would notice something, right? And it was those were the people that took them. They were all goblins and that damn bugbear. All right, so some other folks, will you ponder that? There's a couple other people. Well, it looks like Sildar is actually next to Crumb and Obridge, so you guys more could have been interjected in the conversation, since basically Jet and Sildar has been talking through your guys' bodies the whole time. Wilfred and Darius and Ymir, what are you guys doing?
I'm just sitting at the bar having a drink with Harv, making sure he behaves himself.
All right. All right. So Toblin comes up. All right. Hey. He kind of leans in close and says, "Hey, I just want to thank you guys. Krista told me what you did, and we'll take care of her for a couple days. But I'm glad somebody put the metal to those damn red brands. It showed them what's for. It showed them that our town is a bunch of pushovers. But you guys, you guys are sticking around for a few days, right? You're not like leaving tomorrow or anything, right?
No. I figured, if we help her with that bar, they won't come and trash this place when they're done with hers.
I hope so. But I mean, she's just one person. I mean, I could definitely put up a fight, and Sildar is staying here, and he plans to be here for a while. I mean, we could hopefully defend the bar if only a few of them show up. But I always just worry about my family. But
Other than that other bar, do they hang out anywhere else? We noticed there were two that were. We noticed two walking up the street to the north here, and they kind of.
Well, they kind of walk around and shake down the town. Usually they walk around in groups of 2 to 6. But it's weird. I haven't seen any today.
Yeah, according to the rest of my party, they kind of gave us a wide berth once they saw us. They walked in a different direction.
Well, maybe they're getting reinforcements. I don't know.
Do you know where they're headquartered?
You're not. You're on a totally different level. You're over here. and you're in this conversation, these guys are kind of over here. Unless you're gonna get up and move, feel free to move. Where's Darius? He's just kind of hanging at back.
Where
There he is. Okay.
where are you saying they're at, Dan?
These are the guys talking right now. Over here, over here.
Okay, I think I was like, I don't know, 6 feet away or something, right?
Yeah, about.
He kind of
50
leaned in to talk though.
Yeah, he's
I'm-
kind of
I'm-
like
yeah, I'm-
whispering. You know.
Okay.
I mean, you can get up, just get up and move, man.
Oh, it's okay. I'll wait till some conversations down this end.
Oh yeah, you guys had that whole.
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
we're at the bar chatting.
You have
'Cause
any
I don't want to
questions
steal
for
his
Sildar?
question. I'm going to ask the
no,
bartender.
go
I'm not
for
going to
it,
use
go
his
for it.
question. I'm going to ask the bartender, like, so you say reinforcements, like, how many more reinforcements do you think they've got?
Well, the most I've seen at one time was like a month and a half ago. We were all basically just telling them to go get out of here. And about 16 of them came marching through town. They all broke off. And anybody who was looking at them, they'd push them on the ground and made a big show of force, So
We took care of, what, 8 of them, I think? Look at Mr. Suave on the other side of Harv. We got about, what, 8 of them? 9 of them at the
8.
bar down the street?
At least 8. I would venture to guess. I
We
know it
probably
was
got-
pretty hectic there for a minute or two. A couple of them
Well,
ran, but
here-
then they all came back, from what I recall.
Assume they bolster their numbers since you saw that big group. They probably got maybe another 10 more? Maybe
I don't
12 more?
I have no idea. Ever since then, though, we've only seen like groups of, like I said, 2 to 6. Mostly 4 is what we normally see.
Well, they did throw a name out. What was it? Was it
Oh,
Glass
Staff?
staff. The glass staff.
What's the bartender if he's heard of anyone called Glass Staff before?
Nope. Nope.
We'll watch out for you. We'll stick around. Help you get through this.
All right. So
Bluntly look to my left and I go, "You ever heard of the Black Staff?"
the black staff, you say? Is it Sildar?
Yeah.
I think he was asked before. Let's see.
Glass staff.
Glass Staff. The Glass Staff. Some
What do you
staff.
drink?
You have a staff.
No,
Made of glass.
yeah. Here, tell you what. You guys look like you guys had a hard day. Let me buy you around.
Hey, I cheer.
So
We're getting a free drink.
And you guys got one free drink. So now there's a whole nother set, and this is the basic stuff. This isn't like the expensive stuff.
Free drink's a free drink. I'm not going to complain.
So quickly she pours another round for all you guys, and she's moving on.
Oh man, I was chatting to her.
Oh, you're gonna go chat to her. Okay. All right, so Harv has both his mugs in both hands, and he's drinking from both of them at the same time. And you guys all
But his
have
hands are busy.
at least a half a mug and then a fresh one. So he steps back. Yeah, and Sildar says, "I'm sorry, I've never heard of the glass or black staff. I mean, it kind of sounds like a wizard's name, if you ask me,
You know any
or a monk, maybe a monk.
suspicious wizards around here?
No,
No.
there shouldn't be.
Just the handsome one over at the other end of the bar.
Ping it.
Huh.
Which one are you talking about?
Well, I was talking about Valford.
Oh,
There.
He's kind of suspicious.
It's the pointy ears.
yeah, and the beard. You guys start hearing some music from the other room. Oh, hey, the bard's gonna play. Yeah, these two just came into town like This morning, they were just passing through. Kind of looked like some rough tumble adventurers, kind of like you, but one is a bard and one points over to Crumb, and he's like, the other one's kind of like you.
Like me?
Yeah. And at that moment, she stops and says, "Oh, Jetsam, I'll be back in a few moments. There's a lot of thirsty people in the other room, but I'll talk to you later." He was running off.
Oh
Well,
God, the bard. The
okay.
bard is already tempting the wait staff.
All right, so all right, let's see. So, all right, so bartender standing back there. Looks like new barmaid comes out, and she's like going back there. Passes by. Give see if I get. I think her picture's kind of messed up, so I apologize. Oh heck! You guys see the art?
No, not really. On the that's this one here.
Yeah, I'm messing up. Sorry, guys.
No, that's not where it's popping up.
Okay.
Oh,
Let me try again.
okay.
I'm still learning how to do this. I'm like trying to do. So no, nothing, huh? Nada, nothing, nada.
Can you drop it in the chat?
Yeah, I can try to drop it in the
not-
chat. I gotta open up a proper. And you guys didn't need to see that on the stream. Sorry. My
Nope.
Windows there. Okay. And pictures. Whoa, what was that in the background? That was kind of odd.
Just Elijah acting like Sonic.
Okay, there you go. And the bard cues up another tune. And you guys see a few more town folk. They just all kind of come in there and they're all listening to the bard sing. Well, anyway, so a new barmaid came in. You can double click on the token and then look at her. She kind of winks at you, Jet, and then goes back into the other room.
Pity I can't see her better.
Yeah, it is a shame. I'll find a picture and put it up there in a little bit. All right, so you guys are kind of chilling out. What are you guys doing?
I'm assuming it's starting to get closer to dark, right?
Yeah, you guys
Like
been in here
dusk.
for about a half hour now. It's starting to, sun is starting to go down.
I'm gonna tell Harv, like, hey, Harv, come sit with me over at the table by the door, and I'm gonna move down to table by here.
Go for it.
Keep an eye on the door.
I was wondering, with all the townspeople here, if it wouldn't be worth taking a walk outside just to walk the perimeter.
Feel free to do so. Move yourself outside if you're going to walk around. Anybody else gonna do something?
Actually, I'm gonna go and saddle up next to Sildar. Take my beer,
Okay.
my grog, whatever I'm drinking.
Obridge, what are you doing?
I'm gonna head outside and walk around.
All right,
I'm good to
good.
go. Head outside.
Go ahead and put yourselves outside then. So I know that you're out there.
I'm gonna be stealthy as I walk around the. I'm just gonna sneak around the
All right.
outside.
Make a
so-
stealth roll. And Obridge, go ahead and make a perception roll.
Ooh.
Hey, Obridge, go to make your. You don't even need to. You can pretty much see what he, even with your basic perception. It's
Very
pretty
quiet.
silly, not silly, but you and Jet kind of walk out at the same time, and you're just kind of walking out casually. If you didn't say you were like sneaking.
No,
And then Jet
cruising
also,
out.
he starts like takes his cloak and he puts it over like a part of his face, and he starts to start slinking around, those chairs and stuff like that, and then over here, and he works his way around, and like he's, oh, you know how to sneak, and boy, he's just doing a terrible job at it.
I just chuckled mildly. You probably had a little drink earlier or something right there. So, and I'm just gonna kind of stir around, just kind of get a lay of the town a little bit, just kind of see people moving about.
So you guys are mostly gonna hang out.
I'm gonna stay close to the bar, probably not more than like a building or so away, just in case something starts going down. I just want to kind of keep an eye on things since we know we stirred up some trouble, and who knows if the red brands are coming back or something. So just kind of keep an eye on the perimeter.
All right. Why don't you and Jet go ahead and make some perception rolls while you're out there, and Ymir, go ahead and make a perception roll as well. Man, you're having a hard day, Jet.
Yeah, not doing well.
16.
All right. At some point, you see Jet looks like he's trying to sneak by. He works around, and you can see Obridge who's not sneaking. Like
Tap on the glass and wave.
Yeah. And Jet, you see that Ymir is looking straight at you.
Curses.
And I mockingly make like a gesture with my shoulders, like I'm sneaking on sitting at the table.
And
all right. Yeah, I'm gonna give this one to. Yeah, rough day. Obridge, you are, when you're doing your maneuvers around the tavern, you're back over here, but you're out in the road, which would probably be more like out here. And you see a couple red brands down, looks like by the Sleeping Giant Tap House.
Okay. What do they appear to be doing? Are they just kind of sitting there? They look like they're thinking about coming in.
They're sitting at the street. They're sitting out in the street looking at the inn, and you can't hear what their conversation is because it's too far away. But they're just, as the sun starts to set, and the sun's going down, they both are looking at the tap house, and then they just kind of shake their heads after a few minutes, and they turn and start walking east again.
Are they looking at the close sign?
Probably.
Like,
Yeah, you can gather that they were looking at the close sign, and they just.
Okay. Do they look agitated at all, or no?
Not really. They just kind of, one of them kind of shrugs, and the other guy pushes the other guy, from what you can see, and then they start walking back.
Well, it sounds like the crowd's getting rowdy.
Yeah,
now,
actually, it does sound like the crowd's getting rowdy. Seems like he picked a favorite. The whole bar is starting to sing in the other room. And
I'm going to take Harv into the performance room and start singing along.
All right. You guys going to order a couple more rounds?
I'm going to order some little plate of fancy meat, like a charcuterie board or whatever they call it in game.
You going to go for full broke? Just throw her a gold piece and tell her when it runs out?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. You get a bunch of medium to high quality, pitchers, 2 pitchers of a good mead and not as good like stout, and a bunch of bread and cheese and nuts. And Harvard just like looks at you like he loves you, and just starts eating and drinking and starting to sing.
It's exactly what I wanted.
All right. What about you guys over here, Darius, and you guys? What are you guys doing?
And for the kids, for Carp,
Okay.
kind of just keeping an eye out where he is, if I can talk to him. Wait for a moment.
All right. Yeah, they haven't come out yet. She's there tending bar and serving you guys. Probably a combined total of like, you know what? Sildar is gonna buy you guys like, you know, some snacks and a drink, and you know, and he's like, and you guys tell him about the day, and it's like, glad that you guys put it to those red brands. If I would have known, I would have gone in there with you, and we would have taught those bastards a lesson.
Yeah,
Any idea where they come from?
No, we're still trying. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to find my friend, and you know, I'm trying to get a lead on this Cragmar Castle. So a little bit more important until the red brands really present any direct threat to me or any of my friends. So Jet, you start hearing they're doing like sea shanties down the whole bar.
Oh yeah, that's got me back in. I'm gonna come in and grab a drink and head in, and I'm gonna give them a robust rendition of genuine seafaring songs. as
Well,
I
there's
sing
a
along.
bard on the
Yeah.
stage. You know.
No, I
singing.
mean, well, I'm gonna sing along. So I'm gonna sing along, but
Okay.
with the nautical twang that I had acquired my time at sea.
You want to make a performance check to see if you can like.
Try and not do that part. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh.
No.
Well, never mind.
You're having a little bit of trouble keeping pitch, maybe just because of the stress of the day, and maybe because she walks by and gives you a bump in the shoulder as you're in your back as she walks by.
Ilsa, my little tavern blossom.
And you can tell that she's, you know, and this is semi-representative, but there's like probably double the amount of people in here, and these barmaids are just coming in and out, and there's a lot of like a bunch of grubby looking. There's a couple dwarves and humans in here, and they look like they just got out from like, you know, digging in the dirt or mining. They, you know, it's pretty obvious they're like miners, and that they were like hanging out there. And they're all just having a great time, partying, drinking, and having a good time. Doesn't seem like they're worried about those red brands at all.
You know what this bar needs? This bar needs a hornpipe. I can't sing, I'm gonna dance. So
Are you
I
gonna
will get up
dance?
and I am going to do a hornpipe seafarer's dance.
Swear to God, you step in my food, I'm gonna be very upset.
Oh my God, he's stepping in the food. No, okay. Let's
Oh God!
No, it's not bad. No, actually, it's a
14.
14.
That's not
14.
horrible.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that you had a +5. I did switch over now. Yeah, he gets up there and starts, and he starts getting like a little bit of a body song to see you dancing, and a bunch of the miners jump up and they start dancing, and Elsa comes like, don't dance on the tables, don't dance on the tables. She looks kind of upset. She has this really big frown on her face as she's looking at you.
I'm gonna
Your tavern blossom is now upset with you.
I'm going to somersault off.
Oh boy, okay. Acrobatics, man, let's see that. Oh, jeez.
Ooh.
Perfectly, you vault backwards doing a triple flip and land right next to Elsa. She accidentally throws her plates that she was holding up in the air. You land really close into her as you pull her close, and you catch the plate in your hand and just look longingly into her eyes. Is that sufficient enough?
Sure, that will work.
And she is like fluttered. Now make a
You're a bard in a previous life.
yeah, maybe make a persuasion check right now with advantage, by the way.
Oh,
I
Good,
said
thank
that.
God.
I said that before the roll was done because it's complimentary to that fantastic maneuver you
Oh,
just did.
well.
All right. She looks very impressed and she gives you a small kiss on the cheek and then grabs her tray and her dishes and then walks off. And everybody in the bar like raises his cup to you and he's like, "Hey, to the acrobat of the seven seas!" He says, and everybody raises their mugs to you for a fantastic performance.
I join in the. I'm impressed at this point. He somersaulted off that table like he was a pro.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. All right, so all you crazy guys having time in the bar, you more serious folks are out here. And any other questions for Sildar or?
Yeah, I have questions for Sildar.
Sure.
I'll lean into Sildar, and I don't mind crumbs there. So Sildar, it interests me that your friend Lorana was not been in town for a while, but he is a member of the Golden Strand. Am I correct?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it
wouldn't
would-
be traveling
so-
with no, charlatan warlock. He was
Edge wizard.
no, charlatan warlock.
Well, I just had to be sure. I was known in my parts to kind of have to be sensitive to certain portents and whatnot. And knowing the distress that you're having about not finding Lorano, I must inform you that I did have a dream about a wizard in this great town. I believe it was pretty clear to me that on the road to the manor house, a wizard was in my dream. He came to me in my dreams wearing a dusty blue robe, and at first it looked like he was heading towards the manor house, but he quickly turned and he looked at me in my dream with a distraught face, and at that moment what appeared to be a spider grew over the manor in the background in the manor house. And, that's
So-
when I woke up from my dream.
Sildar just like looks shocked on his face. It's like portents from a Golden Strand wizard is not to be dismissed lightly. He says, "What does it mean? Does it mean that my friend's dead, or? I mean, tell me,
No,
wizard. Tell me."
He had a staff in his hand. Did he walk with a staff?
He was a wand guy.
Hmm.
He had two wands actually that he would use. He had one that shot bolts of magic, and then he had another one that he would twiddle a lot with. But I only saw him in combat once or twice. When we, not near here, but farther northwest when we were coming down the road about a year and a half ago. He shot some bolts of magic out of one. And the other one,
Well,
he would use when he was doing like his prestidigitation to clean his clothing.
well, the only thing I know for sure was that the manor house was in the background, so it's possible.
I mean,
Could be your friend reaching out to me.
It could be. I mean, I've been to the manor house before, months and months and months ago, and it's abandoned. I mean, there's no structure. I mean, it's dilapidated. I mean, it would take 5,000 gold to maybe rebuild it. I don't know how anybody could survive or live up there. But
Maybe there's some other clue that we could glean from taking a visit up there. Maybe tomorrow
yeah,
when you're fresh.
yeah, for sure. Well, definitely. But I'm not going to be sleeping too well tonight after that story you just told me. And also, not we, as in you, though, happy for it that you dispatch those red brands. They may come back seeking some revenge, so I'm going to be sleeping very light tonight.
That is true. I am too worried about this glass staff that we asked you about. Appears to be someone who is controlling the red brands against us, and potentially knows what happened to your friend Loreno, or maybe is involved in his disappearance.
Well, if it is a wizard that is leading the red brands, most likely he could have killed my friend, and he was just, he was more of a scholar. He, was interested in scholarly pursuits, and and I didn't see him shake mountains or call lightning with his magic, but he was a good person. We got along fine.
Did you think of anything that they would want from your friend?
I mean, you have to be pretty bold and brazen to build a Golden Strand member. I mean, I'm still not convinced. I mean, I would more think that maybe he found a lead on the Echo Wave Cave and may have tried to go at him by himself. He was a little bit, felt that his magic and his knowledge can get him through anything. And he may have tried to go by himself and fell down a hole or something. I don't know. There's just so much going on, and so much has gone wrong in the last couple days. I just wish I knew the right direction to take. You can say that he's really dismayed, and he is definitely a sergeant. Uh-oh. Sorry, they're getting a little too rowdy in the other room there.
Sounds like they're having a heck of a time. I may just go join them.
Yep. But I'll hit the streets again tomorrow and try to get some more information for you. And then you see the two boys right out. Hey, Darius! And
Hey, kids!
they look like they're all washed and clean, and their bellies are probably full. They've probably spent like an hour or so back there doing some chores and stuff like that. My mom said the carp could spend the night tonight. And then he leans into you, and we're gonna go adventuring with you.
Oh, that's great! Hey, why don't you sit down here at this table and tell me about some of your adventures you've had?
And let's see. Roll a perception roll for Dad. Oh, you're so lucky. Almost would have been a 19, and Dad would have been like, "What? You're not going out tonight?" All right. They're like, Carp says, "Can we have some mead? Like adventures, or maybe a beer?"
Well, you'd have to ask your mom, I guess.
And, she's not gonna let us drink that.
We get you some apple juice, and you can pretend it's mead.
Okay.
All right, I'll order up some apple juice.
All right.
So tell me about some of your adventures. Have you found any neat dungeons or caves or tunnels around?
Well, we like to pretend that these red brands are trolls, big, nasty, smelly trolls, but they're pretty smelly. And I'll tell you, Carp says, us halflings, we're not afraid of anything because we're always lucky and we get out of any trouble, Well, except for when my mom catches me out late at night. But
that's because she's a halfling too.
Oh, that's right. That makes a lot of sense. That's why it's always much fun when we stay over at Pip's house. We could do a lot more adventuring if he rubs his hands together. And Pip says, well, I don't know, with all these other adventures here, my dad's keeping an eye on me. And you guys all look over your shoulder as he kind of says that. And you can see his dad sitting there like drying a mug, looking over at you guys. And he just like has this look like, boys, I know you're doing. And right then Elsa walks up. Oh, some some drinks for my wee little adventurers. As she comes up and drops you guys off your. They have like beer tankers that she gave them, and they're just like yours, and they're like totally stoked. Now, did that art come through either? No.
Nope.
It seems like it's kind of broken. That sucks. Right here. Nope. Yep. Like all of a sudden 50 of them are going to show up or something like that, right? I guess not. Anyways, so she puts them down. The boys are really excited. They start telling you stories of how, you know, they hide in the bushes and they throw rocks at the red brands and stuff like that. But Carp says, I was doing some adventuring on my own because, you know, I'm not scared of nothing. But out to the... I'm going to switch us all to the other map really quick.
All right.
Oh, or maybe not, because my map just disappeared. Okay, dang it. I'm not doing great tonight, guys. Sorry. Boom. Map.
There it is.
All right, everybody see it?
Yep.
So he says, off to the, you know, east, south of the mansion house, the east of my farm, in those woods over there, I found a cave that was up there that looked like it was going. It could be going underneath the manor house, and I was about to go in there, and I heard some noises, and then you know, I snuck away because I'm sneaky like you. Like all halflings can hide from bad people, and you know, they didn't see me, but they walked past and they said, I knew that sneaky little kid was out here somewhere. They were trying to find me, and then they walked off towards town. But you know, I was trying to get Carp, and we were gonna go back or get Pip, and we were gonna go back and try to check it out probably later, maybe tonight, because I'm spending the night here. Right, we're back on our party map. That's
Between the next break and song, I'm gonna hold up my glass and cheers to the downfall of the red brands.
All right. Make a as a kind of, you stand up and clear your voice. Go ahead and make a I guess a
Performance, right?
well, I mean, it'd be more of like a persuasion if you're trying to rally them to
All right, persuasion.
that
Do
way,
persuasion.
or if you're trying to scare them that you're going to kill anybody who's affiliated with the red brands.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the latter. Let's go with the scaring. So that's intimidation, right?
Yeah, that's intimidation. Don't blow this.
12.
Okay, it comes off as like, you know, there's nobody in here
Cocked.
that is like a red brand lover, I guess. But they're like, yeah, down, and they're looking around, making sure there's no red brands in here. Yeah, down with those assholes. Cut off their heads. Maybe we should make you the sheriff. Yeah, you should be the sheriff. Let's make that dwarf the sheriff. Everybody's like, yeah, he could go stop all the red brands. Right, he's an adventurer. And, you know, the bard is sitting up there just like, oh boy, I know how this story goes. This is going to be interesting. And starts playing up a song again. And everybody's like, yeah, what's your name?
Mere Woodguard.
Sheriff Woodguard. Hey, 3 cheers for Sheriff Woodguard. And then you guys all hear from like in this room where the rest of you guys are. And I'm assuming you eventually came back in. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. And yeah, everybody like,
I was still kind of chilling outside, just checking out what was going on, make sure nobody was coming in.
okay, you didn't want to go after those guys you saw down the street?
Heck no.
Okay.
Well, my homies with me. We're going down there, but no, I'm just making sure that everybody's having fun. Just keeping an eye out, make sure nobody's coming in to cause trouble.
I'm gonna make another perception roll for me, will you?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. It's been clear. A couple more town folk you saw came into the tavern, and they're, it seems like they don't get entertainment here very often. So there's probably about a good 30 people like in the bar, and it looks like the Stonehill family, everybody who works there is really happy because they're having a fantastic night tonight. They're making lots of money.
Heck yeah, man. Gold pieces are flowing.
Okay. So pretty much, I think we, there was a call for a sheriff, a new sheriff. Go ahead and make a con check, I guess it'd be a Constitution roll. Wow, Harv can drink like a beast. Was that him or was that your roll?
That was my roll.
Oh, that was your roll? Nope, Harv cannot drink like a beast.
Harv's probably passed out on the table by this point.
Oh, you're gonna have to carry him home.
Yeah,
and tuck
he's
him
pretty
into bed.
wiped out. He looks like his belly's extended like a couple sizes, and you see that he drank almost most of the mead by himself. I guess. Oh, I saw Valfred came in there too. Valfred, you see, it's very interesting. You see a single, a single bard playing up there with a black lute, and it's just singing. Actually, let's see what his performance actually is, right? See how well he does. Yeah, he was rocking it tonight. He was doing really, really, really good.
Wonderful name for the bard, by the way.
Well, he looks very familiar. Maybe in another life.
Maybe in another life.
You see, I guess all of you that's in the bar at a certain point or another spot the biggest tiefling you've ever seen, and he's like, well, I don't know. Let's see, how big is what's Crom's strength? Crom?
Strength is 15 plus 2.
Right, so this well, you haven't actually even gone into the other room yet, though you heard that there was rumored that somebody like you. He's bigger than you. This guy is like huge over there.
So I'm gonna go ahead and walk over there and see it for myself.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Throw down.
Excuse me. Excuse
Town's
me.
only big enough for one tiefling.
Excuse me. I heard there's another one of me. Excuse me.
Thunderdome. I think you got to go the other way. Oh.
I just helped you out there.
Might push it through the crowd. Holy!
Body meets a body.
Yeah, big fella.
Kind of examining.
Well, he's sitting in the corner drinking himself by himself. Are you gonna walk up to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up.
All right.
Ooh. Throw down.
Greetings.
He's like
My
he's
name
like
is
in the
Crumb.
wall. Sorry, it's weird. He's like in the wall. I'm just putting him over here. I think he's kind of hiding in the shadows there. He's like, yeah, greetings.
So,
Doesn't seem to like even understand that you are like him or any different from anybody else. He's just like, hey, I'm watching my friend play. You're in the way.
oh, is this your friend? Oh, let me let me get out of the way here. You mind if I sit down?
No, go ahead. You gonna buy me a drink?
Sure will.
All right. Yeah, there's something up with that wall feature there. Sorry. You're sitting down next to him. The barmaid comes up. He says, 2 extra large stouts. And she goes off and grabs it. It's going to cost you 5 silver. Mark it
Wait,
up.
so he says 2 extra large stouts?
Yeah, since he said you're buying. So he got the waitress over and ordered drinks for you guys. And he's eyeing you and seeing what your reaction is.
Is that 2 just for you? 'Cause
No,
I know I'm gonna have 2.
that's 1 for you, 1 for me. They're extra size. You can see that he has like these huge, like, like double, 2 pint size, for people with big hands. And she brings him over. He's like, Valcarna. That's the bastard, as he points at the guy on the stage. He's actually playing well tonight. He must be really drunk.
You come here often?
Yeah. Just passing through.
Passing through, me too.
What brings you out, Paladin?
Well, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, I'm on a quest, the typical stuff. It's nothing that important. Hey, have you ever heard of a glass staff?
What?
No, I thought I would give it a shot. Yeah,
Wow.
it's nothing. It's
All
nothing.
right,
It's
make
just like you-
a
it might be a big
persuasion
deal
check
if you-
from that very awkward segue. All right, man. You gotta let's actually see. Nah, never heard of no glass staff. Sounds kind of strange, you ask me.
I thought I would give it a try. You know anything about these they're kind of hooligans. They just will trash a bar and they kind of run in packs. You ever seen anybody like that?
Sounds
I'm
like
asking
every
you so many
town that we've
questions.
walked into.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, I'm asking so many questions. You're probably trying to enjoy the show, but
I see you're of St. Telos. I am of St. Augustine.
Oh,
You see that he has like this huge,
How loud is he being when he says that?
I don't know, you're kind of, well, you're not that drunk. You can make a perception roll to check.
Oh!
Yeah, Harv is like, I love you, master. Hey, I feel sick. Oh God, help me. What do you do?
Groomed.
I'm gonna pull him to the nearest exit, get him outside.
Yeah, okay, you open up the window for him and he just like herks out the window. Or you make it out inside in time. He has this huge axe off his back. And now that you kind of look closer, he's wearing this medallion of St. Augustine.
wow.
It's pretty big. It's like he almost OG, man. Over gold.
That's a big thing around here. Does that get heavy?
No, I'm strong and big. Like you.
Yeah, but I mean,
But the weight of the burden of serving St. Augustine does weigh heavy on me at times.
yeah. Wow. So, to cheers to faith.
Cheers to fate.
And then I kind of sit back and taking the show a little bit.
Yeah, he does a great job. Man, it sounds like it's starting to taper off. You know, he's been playing for a couple hours now. It's probably about 11 o'clock at night. People are starting to leave. You know?
I'm assuming Harv is finished expelling the poison in his belly.
He threw up and then started drinking and eating again a little bit. The leftovers. He's licking everything off the table.
Bet he plays with his poop too.
If you ate it once, you can eat it twice.
And at this point, like, all the women in the bar, and it's pretty much almost all the men have left now. And and they're all just sitting there gawking and staring at him singing this final song.
Maybe I should pick up an instrument.
All right.
I think I want to go check out this tiefling that Crumb is talking to.
All right. I'm like, Master, I'm gonna go to the room.
Okay, that sounds good.
Harv just stumbles off, and you hope he makes it there. Okay, well, move yourself up. Yeah, okay.
See, you're also a follower of St. Augustine.
Small man. And he, like, puts his fist up, extended out, like, in, like, some kind of weird kind of greeting. Like, you're supposed to, like, bump out, like, forearms or something.
I bump forearms with him.
Yes, Battle of Brother.
It's good to see another fellow of the faith here.
Aye, but we just travel as he tours and makes money. As he points up at the guy.
The bard runs with good company. I'll let you get back to your evening.
Thanks. You see, there's another one of us here.
There is?
Yeah, he points over at Crumb.
Yes.
Believer of the source.
Yep. Paladin of Helios.
I
travel with him.
Yeah, we know each other. I was just teasing.
Interesting.
We're buddies, and he has a goblin.
So is the wizard with you too?
Yes.
We have a wizard. We pretty much got whatever you think we have.
Yeah, I see a wizard. I see.
And I point to the bar. Sorry.
A thief or an acrobat. I see. Well, I saw a goblin. And I guess, and he points over at you. You're the sheriff. I thought that you weren't an adventurer, but...
Father's face is stern and strong. He sits and judges right from wrong. He weighs our lives, the short and long, and loves the little children.
I point at the bard and go, we don't have one of them, though.
I thought your acrobat might sing. He tried earlier. He can dance, though, that's for sure.
He is quite slick with the ladies. Could be easily mistaken for a bard. Right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna think that everything is winding down, but perhaps we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Safe travels. I start walking away.
And the music fades out. The bard stands up. He's like, "Oh, to my ladies and to all the gentle folk And my lord, as he points over at Velfred, thank you for patronaging my show tonight. Any endorsements of gold or finances our way to help us on our travels would be greatly appreciated. As he takes off his hat and walks.
There
away.
is an inn,
Oh,
a merry old inn.
sorry. That's the show for tomorrow. Kind of got out of hand there.
Hey, he's been lip syncing the whole time.
What? Hey, no, I haven't. And if I had, it would still be fantastical. So pretty much everybody kind of takes off. Sildar leaves. She leaves. Everybody's pretty much gone, but the Bard and Grissa, and then these guys.
Oh,
They're like, well, thank you for watching the show. You guys, anybody tip them?
Yeah, I'll tip him.
Yeah, how much?
I'll give him 5 silver.
He's like, yes, a blessed amount from somebody high in the oh man, I'm having trouble speaking tonight.
Aristocracy.
Thank you so much, my great, wonderful half-orcan friend, Aristocracy. As he kind of like gives you like, you know, like a slight frown. It's like it makes it indicate.
It's all you got, kind of frown.
Yeah, is that it? You know,
I only caught the last song, so.
he said as he walks off, he mutters, you know, I mean, they have gold in their actually name of their order, and he gives me silver.
You draw the gold up in the name.
And they start to move off into this direction. Unless anybody says otherwise.
exit stage right.
Yep.
Who was the third guy that was with him? What did he look like?
He looked like make a perception roll.
Nope.
He looked like he had beer goggles on.
It was a dude.
It was a dude.
It was a dude. You know it was a dude. And then everybody's cleaning up the rooms. It's now getting close to kind of midnight. Back to you, Darius. Sorry, I just went off on that. I mean, you pretty much got the story. Was there anything else you wanted to do or talk to the kids about?
I just going to try and caution them about going out at night. I was like, evil sees best at night. It's really good for adventurers like us to go out during the day. It gives us the advantage. That's just a tactical thing for you, you know.
Ooh, make a persuasion check. That's really good. Take +2. I like that.
Oh, that was going to be a 17.
Did
go through?
Didn't go through.
Shit. Oh.
There you go.
There it goes.
What was it last time?
So the +2, it was a, what was it last time? It was a 8.
A total of 8 or base 8?
Base 8. So
a
10.
So 16. All right. Well, they're like, oh, really? Okay, then. Well, they're whispering and they're like, we were going to sneak out tonight and go tonight and check it out again. But, Darius, if you say so, you're not going to go out tonight, are you? No reply, Darius?
Just going to leave him hanging.
Go on mute or something?
I'm already gone.
So that's what the kids say.
I hear you.
So,
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you now.
All right. I said good does best in the light.
Okay, so that means no?
I'm
No,
just
he
saying.
asked if you were. He asked if you were going out tonight.
I said no.
Okay. I didn't hear that. Okay. All right, and then so Stonehill comes over. All right, boys, you had enough of troubling Mr. Darius over here tonight. I think it's time for all you guys to go to bed. Oh, Dad. Nope, come on, let's go. I'll tell you what, we'll make pancakes tomorrow for everybody. We got a full house tonight, so we got a lot of work to do. Oh, and they go off, and Tobin comes back and it says, "Thank you, Darius. And with the red brands out and agitated, if they actually do sneak out tonight, they can wind up dead. I appreciate you
that's-
showing him the right way.
Mhm.
And thanks again for what you guys are doing for our town. And he walks off.
No problem.
Okay, so it looks like the place is completely shutting down. Everybody is kind of gone at this point. Barmaids are still cleaning. You guys are all in the main bar. Sildar is still having a final drink. Okay. And it looks like they're just kind of cleaning everything up at this point. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you retire? Oh, and by the way, nobody's noticed, but Oberge has been gone for the last 6 hours.
Hasn't been
I
that long.
noticed he left when I.
I kind of walk by the front door periodically, just so if anybody happens to be peering outside, they'd probably see me every now and then.
Okay.
I kind of kept poking
you-
around the building, looking around back. Just
So you made yourself known.
I
You were
did,
on
yeah.
your own.
I did, yeah.
All right, so nobody's worried, but are you going to come in now that everything's winding down?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I come in because I hear the bard stopped and everything, so I figure I'll pop in. But I do take one good look around the area before I do.
Okay, let's go ahead and make one more perception roll.
Oh yeah, baby, see it all.
Do you? You do. You could have sworn on the buildings across the street that you saw a figure, and you, with your dark vision, running and jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Okay. Did I
But
recognize his gait or anything?
No, it was just you have no idea. You just saw a
Okay.
figure, and a cloaked figure, and you caught it just barely, and you saw it like jump from one rooftop to the next, and then it scramble over and then disappear out of your line of sight completely.
Okay. Do I see kind of where he was headed, any particular direction, or just kind of?
Seemed to be east.
Okay.
If you want, I could bring up the other map. Okay, we're gonna switch to the other map real quick, guys. All right, so everybody can see the map.
Yep.
Okay. You saw him starting here,
Mm-hmm.
and then jump over to here, and then you lost it after that.
Okay.
Darius, you can't see the map? Darius? What, are we losing Darius?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
connection issue.
There he
you go.
is.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I have to reload.
Discord?
Yeah, well, found VTT. It keeps losing its connection.
Really? Anybody else have any connection problems?
No.
No, mine's been solved.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
we were
think-
having internet problems earlier today. It was out most of the day. And
Who do you got? Spectrum?
yeah,
Those Spectrumites.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
All right.
you did see.
So I'm gonna head back into the bar, and just address our party right there. Hope you guys had an awesome time. Been outside, just kind of keep an eye on things, and just want to let you guys know we're being watched. There's no doubt. I saw a cloaked figure jumping rooftop to rooftop headed east. So,
Are you
not
saying
say
this
that
like in
anything's
front
gonna.
of everybody in the bar?
No, I get with our little group right there.
Yeah, because
Hold them together as much as I can.
All right, because that's gonna freak a bunch of people out if you say
Yeah.
that.
No, I make sure it's just our group right there.
Okay.
Gotta pull them in tight.
Let's get everybody there but Harv.
Yeah, so I know everybody's had a good time tonight, drinking right there, but just want to let you know we are being watched. So, not that we're going to be attacked imminently tonight, but I strongly suggest we stay together, post a watch, even though we're in town, and be prepared for the worst.
Should
Somebody's
we let,
at the very least
Selen-
keeping tabs on us.
should probably bring Selendar and the guy at the Selendar, right?
Sildar.
That's
Sure.
his name? Sildar,
Sure.
sorry.
Yeah, if you
Sildar.
think
I
that would be
motioned
prudent.
Sildar to come over. See that he's still at the bar.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
You just relay that information to him.
Huh? Well, you said that you saw. So you give all your accounts over. It's like when you saw them down the street and stuff earlier too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about the latest we saw of the red brands.
Well, Ober was the one who saw most as you came inside.
Yeah. We could fill him in on
Yeah,
stuff
I
we
tell
saw
him
earlier.
everything now.
Okay. I don't know. I mean,
I want
maybe,
him to know what we
maybe
know.
he's the inside man, and you don't want to tell him everything.
He could be, but gotta take our chances.
Yeah. Well, from what you guys tell me, the red band, they're a bunch of thugs. I wouldn't see them as a second story man, but maybe they have more talented people. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking this glass staff probably has access to other people than just the general ruffian. So
That's
I
true.
head up to the bar and speak to the bartender real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What's up? The last drink before bed?
Actually, I lean in a little bit. Given the events that had took place today, I suggest you keep your family close and safe, and any doors that you have, you should probably lock up pretty tight tonight.
Will do. And he goes off.
Come back to the group. Thought it'd be fair at least to tell the proprietor of the establishment that didn't tell him all the details. I just said after what we did earlier today, probably best that lock up as best he can.
Well, I guess you're making the choices now, huh, Sheriff Cecildar?
That's an informal title.
And unpaid as well.
And unpaid as well.
Volunteer service, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Very noble.
So, what's the plan then? Everybody cram into one room or sleep down in the common room, on the stage, or run like two-man patrol through the interior of the inn overnight?
Probably quickly check on Harv and make sure he's safe in his room, but I'll probably sleep on one of the chairs and the tables by the front door.
Okay. Or are you guys going to strike out against the Red Brands at night? Maybe when they're sleeping, resting up.
I don't know. After
we need the rest.
Mr. Ninja Man, it'd be best to have him come to us.
All right.
We going to set up a watch rotation?
I think that would be smart.
I think so for sure.
If you want to put me into a rotation, let me know. I'm going to finish my drink.
We might want to move these tables by the doors and windows so it gives them an obstacle to jump over if they decide to come through the windows.
What's the other room north of the stage?
That's a private meeting room.
Oh, okay. That's where
That's
the
the VIP room.
It is the VIP room.
Champagne room?
That's where the bard went with his two buddies.
Yeah, the Deacon the Bard and his friends, we were out of room, so we converted that into a place for them to stay. I mean, that Valacarna fellow seems pretty terrifying, so I think they got that portion of the inn covered. They had some cleric with them, and Saint Ursula of all. I mean, it's crazy. It had, we almost had like no people of religion here for years, and now it's like, God, can't throw a rock without hitting somebody from a different faith.
It might be wise to be.
Maybe we're all here for a reason.
He's like, kind of like, oh God,
Maybe the gods want us all here.
He's gonna give me a pamphlet look on his face.
Lucky Endemian's not here. He'd already have a pamphlet.
No kidding. He's like, we'll help you there, but we'll shutter up all. We've shuttered all the windows and all the doors are barred. I mean, they'd have to mount a pretty massive assault to get in here. This inn is built sturdy, and it won't buckle easy. We'll keep a heavy fire going overnight, so If anybody's insane enough to come down the chimney, they'll burn themselves alive. But if you feel that you'd like to have a watch, feel free. I'm going to take my family. One of our family members will be also up tonight in case you need any service. And
Your safety's paramount. This is your town. We want to make sure that you're safe.
I appreciate that. And the rest of us will be in the cellar where it's safe. Unless they can burrow underground, I think we'll be okay. All right, so you guys put up some rotations, some watches. And it's a quiet night, and nothing happens. And you guys all wake up. Everybody gets a full long rest, and has taken the time to recover all their spells, and everybody's okay.
Sweet.
Huzzah. I don't think I...
All right. When you guys come downstairs in the morning. Oh, by the way, when you went upstairs, Ymir, you found Harv in. He was in. What was he into? He was in trouble. Oh yeah, he was in Valfred's room with somehow in the bathtub with warm water.
Harv is taking a bath.
Ha! Right on.
Maybe somebody
Right
tried
on.
to drown him.
He's close to godliness.
You're downstairs, so I don't know who'd that be.
So and so he was up there for about probably an hour or so before you guys went upstairs, and somehow he managed to pull that one off. So he looks kind of clean in the morning, and has his hair slicked back. And he spent part of the night when he was on watch, and if he did, he insisted to be on a watch. He was cleaning his armor and stuff, and trying to make it look shiny like yours. And it's now the morning.
Adjusted my spell list too.
Yeah, and this is a time if anybody wants to adjust any spells or spell lists or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2 d20s.
Here they come. Here they come. You want to roll a test one first to make sure it's going to work? Or are you just going
Did
to
they not come through?
No, that's why, yeah.
Do you have your portrait highlighted?
No. Oh wait, no, I do. Yeah.
That could be a
Did you
sync
sync
issue.
up the Beyond 20 extension?
Yeah, I just hit him again. Actually,
Still not seeing it. Sorry. You want me to roll for you? I mean,
yeah,
I
go
trust
for
you,
it.
Alan. If you want, you
no,
know,
go for it.
I'll roll.
Yeah,
How
go
about
for
I roll one and you tell me what number did you get on one of them,
What did I? Well, here.
and then I'll roll the other one.
Well, actually, I did roll twice, so I got my 2 right here. I'll send them to you right now.
You sure you didn't want? I said I'd roll one of them for you. You sure you don't want that?
Well, I already rolled 2. So
All right. So what'd you roll? Just tell
I
me.
rolled a 17 on my first one, and I rolled a natural 1 on the other.
Wow.
So it's pretty much the same practically as the last one.
But I'm assuming Harv came downstairs in the morning.
Oh yeah. No, now he's like spiffied up, and he.
You're the party master?
No, he's
Yeah.
not. No, he's really taking after. He's taking all his cues from Ymir. At this point. All right, these guys are over here having breakfast, hanging out.
I'll help the barkeep undo all the windows and whatnot.
Yeah, no, by the time you guys get up, it's all that stuff is done. You guys probably slept in a little bit later, doing all your watches and rotations and stuff like that. So this is kind of like how it's set up when you guys come downstairs. Sildar's at his usual spot.
Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna walk over to the other party over here and say good morning.
Good morning, Sheriff. They all kind of snicker.
Good morning. I did give a question over the evening that I wanted to ask you guys about. The orcs that have been harassing this town. Do you know anything about them?
The Norks?
Orcs. Sorry.
What do you want to know?
Well, have you had any run-ins with them on your way in?
No. No, they pretty much avoided us, I assume. But I do hear that they there's a group of them that hang out in the north. I think Talon, Wyvern Tor, that's what they're rumored base to be from some of the other people we've talked to in town and on the road. We did find a merchant who was going back to Mountain Ford that was attacked by them. They were going to try to make the east-west connection and make their way all the way to Bridgegate. They got attacked. They lost half their guards and one of their carts, and they cut their losses and turned back. So they're going to either find another route or hire more guards, better guards than the last one. So they're for real.
Thank you for answering that question. We're still trying to figure out our way here in town, and we got here about 2 days ago, and we're starting to get the lay of the land. Where are you boys heading next?
Oh, we're heading down to Vaterim's Academy.
Oh, that's where we're coming in from.
Oh, well.
We're all on our final assignment for graduation.
Oh, kids. Excellent. Well, you'll have fun on your adventure. We're going to talk to some old friends, as it would be.
Well, once again, safe travels.
Safe travels to you. Oh, and beware the dark one.
Wait, what?
Just,
As I turn around mid-pace.
And they all start laughing over at the table.
Hate you. I hate you.
Okay. All right. So what's your guys' plan then? You guys sit around a table. You guys get a breakfast.
Should we go pay?
You guys burn a gold or something for your food. And what's the plan?
Can Darius fill us in on his inquiries with the children last night?
Yes, there's a entrance to a cavern that probably leads underneath the manse and is to the southeast of the mansion. And the boys saw at least 2 guards who were human and seemed to know the boys. They said something about, I saw those boys again. Those damn boys hanging out.
Those meddling kids.
Here. Meddling kids, yeah.
Hmm.
So I think there's probably red brands.
Well, it seems like we keep seeing the red brands and mysterious figures all heading east, so it would appear that the direction we need to start looking is probably to the east.
I agree.
This tunnel sounds promising.
Does any of this jibe with anything in your dreams, Seer?
What I recall was the manor house in the background. I was looking at the road leading up to it.
Hmm.
Which again heads east.
Is you should bring in Sildar, see if Sildar wishes to join us.
We should inform them what we know.
There's
you know.
never mind.
Never mind.
We
Sildar
lost
just-
him.
You'll
Hey! Oh,
Sildar.
excuse me. Pardon me. Oh well.
Well, he's a busy man, so we should probably at least reconnoiter what's happening, maybe with this cave before we start.
I also assume the
Elaine.
town folk will probably be gossiping at this point about our exploits yesterday. So
Our exploits. Your exploits. Nobody saw me.
Well, that being said, sooner or later the mayor might become looking for us.
He might have us arrested by his new sheriff.
Mm-hmm. Good thing I'm the sheriff.
I was like, and I'm the deputy.
Yes, you are.
Bless your heart.
Hey, smells better too.
Actually, it probably smells better than the rest of you guys, because I don't think any of you guys took washed up yesterday. You just went straight to drinking and partying.
I bet Harv's feeling like $1 million right now.
Out of his element.
Okay, so I showed Darius with 15 hit points. I showed Jet with 13 hit points. Crumb with 16 hit points. Obridge with 17 hit points. Alfred with 12 hit points. And Ymir with 20 hit points.
Oh, Ymir the brick.
Does that sound about right to everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, super cool. So everybody got their long rest in, and everybody's spell pool should be back up to full.
All my spells are back up. So shall we go find this cave then, gentlemen?
Yes, sounds good.
We shall.
Okay then.
Really funny if we walked out in the porch and the place was surrounded.
No, you guys walk actually out onto the porch, and you see town people walking around, hey, it's like a new day, and before everybody kind of looked downtrodden and kind of worried, and they would scurry across the street quickly, except for the kids who really didn't care about anybody. Kind of like they have a renewed vigor in their step, and it seems like all that tough talk last night and singing and partying paid off.
Rock on. We lifted the spirits of the town.
All right, so
must be extra credit for our assignment.
So
the town feel better about itself.
Probably somebody needs to drop 2 gold for keeping your rooms and food and drinking and everything for last night. Who's gonna mark that?
That would be our accountant, Mr. Goldenfold. Field.
I just think poor Dave probably just keeps getting muted.
It's counting on that gold, man. It's hard work.
Or maybe that's too. You still with us?
Yep.
There,
you hear me?
Yeah.
And now.
All those gold pots will ruin your reception, man.
Do we still have gold left?
Plenty, yeah.
Okay.
So you
94.
took 2 off for the money?
Yep, I did.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so we're back here at the map. And you guys gonna work your way to where you think the forest is, right? Anything else you guys want to do in town before you head out?
Do we want to swing by the
Airs?
The town's city hall, just to see if there's any new news?
Probably best to avoid them, but okay.
It's about 10 in the morning. Normally, you learn from yesterday, it doesn't really open up till noon. It's kind of lazy that way.
Small town living.
Since it's not paid.
Yeah, I mean, we could walk east. We could stop by tavern we helped rebuild from the inside out. And see if anything got disturbed in the evening on our way over to so-called tunnel.
Is that the plan?
That works for me.
Okay. Guys, make it over to the tap house, and you notice that it looked like it hadn't been touched at all.
That's good.
No one tore
But
off
the
spine
body's in the
or
back.
anything?
I don't know. You guys gonna go check?
Nah, let's just keep going.
All right. From what you guys understand, it's like down this way. Now, are you guys gonna try to be stealthy and tactical, or are you guys gonna just like brazenly walk in that direction?
Yeah, I think we should be quiet about it.
Nonchalant.
All right.
I mean, assuming that.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's breaking up.
Darius, yeah, I think you're breaking up. We lose Darius.
What if we could have?
no.
What if we could have convinced the
Oh,
other
wait,
adventuring
I think
party
he's
to create a
back.
distraction?
Yeah, I heard you back. Hey, Darius, you know what you could do? You could put Discord on your phone, and then use your phone.
Yeah.
Well, we're almost, it's getting late anyways. But okay, you were saying, Darius? I'm sorry.
So we might want to leave to the north and then head east, or leave to the south if we're being watched.
So the forest is down this direction.
Hmm.
You guys.
So we could go to Carp's house or farmstead, right?
Yeah.
Sneak down around that way.
Sneak down through his fields, I guess. If we probably trace the steps that Carp probably took, we might have better odds of getting there.
Okay.
Unseen.
So you have 2 people that give you disadvantage on stealth, and 4 people that do not. So, who wants to roll the stealth skill for the group? There's gonna be some minuses to the heavy armor, but it's also gonna balance out because there's a lot of other you guys to help each other out. Who wants to roll that one off their stealth roll?
I'm not trained in it, so I probably would not be the man.
Is our stealthiest stealther?
I could try it. I don't know how I compare to Darius.
+2.
For stealth, really?
Not even trained in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even trained
I
in
probably
it.
ought to do it then. All right.
What are
so
you?
I'm +5.
Oh yeah, do it.
All right. You saw how I was rolling.
Boy,
You
oh
saw how
boy.
I was rolling.
All right. Well, you guys make it down there, and now everybody make a perception roll.
Tee. Oh.
2 good rolls out of that.
So, Jet and Oberts, you guys are kind of like, leading the pack. You guys both are kind of stealthy, lightweight. You guys make it to the trees, and you guys watch as the others make it across that bare patch here to get to the forest. You're both pretty confident that you didn't see anybody watching.
Okay.
Okay.
And so now you guys are all there and make an investigation roll based upon the information that Carp gave to Darius that then Darius then pertained to you.
We're all making an investigation?
Well, or you could have one, doesn't matter. Or people could assist other people.
I'm going to assist whoever's going to roll.
I'm trained in it.
Yeah, we'll assist.
Yeah.
Right. So who's gonna roll the assist?
I'll roll the assist, I guess. Investigation assist. 18.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
All right. Did you roll?
Oh,
you
I
rolled a
was-
6. Oh no, wait. Okay.
So Emir rolled the 18 for the assist.
Right. So it's
And
a.
then Valford
that's-
rolled.
yeah. So you got a 15, I guess, right? Which is enough. It wasn't too hard to find. Somebody also make a survival check. Trained in it.
None of us
I'm
are
not-
trained in it.
Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, then somebody shoot
Does
it.
anybody have any bonuses in it?
A plus 1 on it.
+1.
I got nothing, so.
Nothing.
Who feels
Oh,
One of
lucky?
you, one of you survivalists.
All right, I'll roll it.
Of course, a Goldenstrand. He knows everything. He's a wizard. Yeah, he
Wizard
pretty much
Harry.
does
there you go.
everything.
Oh.
So,
Survived enough to almost graduate.
yeah, you guys are very impressed. I mean, like maybe a ranger, right? He gets out there and he's like, you could definitely tell you find the tracks of the kids that they've been out there recently, and you also find a lot of tracks of, not a lot, actually a few tracks of large booted men.
Any idea on the numbers from just looking at them?
Well, Valfred, throw out a number, man. Tell me.
Can I investigate it to see if I can do it?
No, you did. You got it. I mean, I'm just like letting you do the flavor part of it.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Go low, go low.
If we compare the number of footprints that have different sizes and the different gates, I surmise that maybe there's what would I say, like 6, 7 recently?
Sure.
6, 7 stoutly men passed here through here recently and frequently. And who knows how many of these were ones we've already vanquished at the tap house. But from what we know, we've already seen at least 2 other red brands, potentially a third. And I would assume that they would have kept someone behind to guard if this is an enclave of theirs.
And whoever this glass staff is.
Yeah, so 5, 6, maybe 7.
Sounds very accurate.
Do we see any potential places where they stand guard or keep watch, either in the trees or?
Is it just a hole in the mountain?
Make an insight check at this point.
Insight.
Nice. You feel that they don't use this this entrance very frequently. It seems like it's only, it's pretty infrequent, but somebody recently and the numbers that you addressed. I'm hearing some breathing or something in somebody's mic. You definitely feel that some of them come through here recently, but it doesn't look like it's overtrodden like it's used on a regular basis.
Yeah, I don't see any other evidence of them worried about being detected through this cave, so we might be in luck.
I would think it's monitored at some point, since Carp said that they were chased out once, so I think we need to proceed with caution.
Should we just go?
So how big is the opening? Is it like, 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide, 20 feet tall? How large of a cave is this?
It looks like it's probably rough hewn, probably natural cave with a little bit of work to make it a little bit wider, but it's a 10 by 10.
Okay. And any signs of light coming from inside or anything?
No, it's completely pitch black.
Okay. Well, let us creep along cautiously then, and we go and brick up front. We want to try and sneak in.
Haven't been really stealthy per se.
Right. Well, yeah.
We never know. While walking in, we could have scared whoever was guarding this tunnel inside the tunnel to go call reinforcements, because again, we weren't stealthy walking into the woods.
After you, my dear Emir.
Got it.
So it's going to be, what's the lineup going to be?
I'll go second.
So Ymir. Okay, Crumb. Who's next? It's Ymir, Crumb. Harv won't stand to be too much farther from that.
Okay, now you're breaking up on me.
I'm breaking up.
You're breaking.
Oh, it's the only one.
I'm breaking up. Is everybody breaking up? Ooh, sounds like is Discord in a bad state? We need to relaunch it.
Yeah, I think we may need to relaunch Discord.
You sound fine, Jason. What about everybody else? Oh, it looks like we lost just about everybody.
Testing 1, 2.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's better.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, your video had locked up, and I was just getting Tron noise out of you. Out of everybody.
Yeah, I didn't understand anything that you were saying.
Who, me?
Yeah.
At what point was the last thing you guys heard?
When we were discussing the marching order going in.
Yeah,
all right, so I got Ymir, I got Crom. Harv wouldn't go for anything less than after that. Who's after Harv?
I can go.
I'll be towards the back.
I'll go in after Obridge then.
Anyone having trouble seeing in the dark?
I can't see in the dark.
I've got dark vision.
As do I.
Okay.
Do we want to leave it there though? I mean, it is getting pretty late.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to go into the first part, or it's up to you.
We can get you the flavor text.
Well, okay. I mean, we'll leave it for next week. So basically, it's now probably close to 11 o'clock. The sun is starting to peak from the east to the west. It's almost high noon. It's actually a nice, clear day out. Luckily, you haven't detected anybody that was currently stalking you and following you. You found the entrance. It looks like it was been used recently, and you found booted feet of larger humanoid types, and then some little booties, which you're pretty sure were the boys. And now you're about to enter into the cave. And the cave, once you get you know, a foot in, it seems to go for quite a distance. It looks like, as your estimate from your brain, Valfred, you know, from where the manor is and where you're at, it's going to lead directly underneath the manor, and it's going to be about 150 feet probably to get probably to wherever their cellar is or their secret, you know, their underground area is below the manor house, and it's going to be very dark. So your halfling friend, you guys need to make a decision. If you have any light at all, it's going to give you away. And Ymir, you could see down the hall for 60 feet, and you could tell that it pretty much keeps kind of going in a straight line due north. So, something to think about for next week. What are you going to do about light? And if you don't care about giving away your position, or if you want to try to go in a little bit more quietly. All right. Well, so we're going to wrap up for tonight. Hopefully this session went a little bit, you know, last session actually went really well. And thanks, guys. You know, it was a lot of role playing, but I had a lot of fun. I think we made some new interesting information and learned a little bit more about a bunch of our characters, and hope you guys had a good time. So thank you to anybody who watches the stream. I hope you guys enjoy our standard live play. No gimmicks, no frills, no chills, just straight up hardcore D&D. So thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully, if all goes well, see you all next week. Have a good one. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
All right. See
Bye,
ya.
guys.